I'm Isabella. And recently I moved into a new apartment. I am always on the lookout for inspiration in the beauty around me. Recently I moved into a new apartment, thrilled at the prospect of decorating it with pieces that reflect my personality and style. Thankfully, I have a wonderful friend named Olivia who shares my passion for art. When Olivia suggested that we explore local art fairs together, I couldn't contain my excitement. I knew that with her by my side, we would discover the perfect painting to adorn my walls. Olivia's enthusiasm is infectious, and I find myself eagerly accepting her invitation to join her on this artistic adventure. With each step we take towards the art fair, my anticipation grows. I can't help but imagine the vibrant colors, intricate details, and thought-provoking themes that await us. The idea of finding a painting that speaks to my soul fills me with excitement and anticipation. As we approach the entrance to the art fair, I feel a surge of energy coursing through me. The air is buzzing with creativity and possibility, and I can't wait to immerse myself in the world of art. With Olivia by my side, I know that this journey will be one to remember. Together, we'll explore every booth, admire every painting, and perhaps find the masterpiece that will become the centerpiece of my new home. As Olivia and I stepped into the bustling art fair, I couldn't help but feel a rush of excitement. The atmosphere was alive with energy, vibrant colors dancing in the air. "Wow, Isabella, look at all these amazing paintings," Olivia exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. "I know, Olivia. It's breathtaking," I replied, my voice filled with awe. We wandered through the maze of booths, each one showcasing unique and captivating artworks. Everywhere I looked, there was something new to admire, from abstract sculptures to stunning landscapes. "I can't believe how talented these artists are," Olivia marveled, her gaze darting from one painting to the next. "I know, right? It's incredible," I agreed, nodding in agreement. As we made our way through the crowd, I couldn't help but feel inspired by the sheer creativity on display. Each painting seemed to tell a story, evoking a myriad of emotions within me. This is exactly what I needed, I thought to myself, a smile tugging at the corners of my lips. At one particularly vibrant booth, I found myself drawn to a striking painting of a serene forest scene. The colors were so vivid, so full of life. It felt as though I could step right into the canvas and become part of the scene. "Isabella, come look at this," Olivia called out, her voice filled with excitement. I hurried over to her side, my heart racing with anticipation. "What do you think?" she asked, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. "It's beautiful, isn't it?" I replied, my voice barely above a whisper. "Stunning," Olivia agreed, a smile spreading across her face. Unable to resist, I made my way towards the painting, feeling drawn to it as though by some unseen force. As I stood before it, I was struck by its sheer beauty. It seemed to pulse with life, each brushstroke a testament to the artist's skill and passion. "You have to meet the artist, Isabella," Olivia urged, her voice filled with excitement. "He's right over there." As I approached Gabriel's booth, a sense of anticipation washed over me. The vibrant colors and intricate details of his paintings had already captured my imagination, and I couldn't wait to learn more about the artist behind them. With each step, my heart beat a little faster, my excitement growing with every passing moment. With Olivia's encouragement, I approached the booth where the artist, Gabriel, was busy arranging his paintings. "Excuse me, are you Gabriel?" I asked, my voice trembling slightly. Gabriel turned towards me, a warm smile lighting up his face. "Welcome," he said, his voice soft and inviting. "I'm glad you stopped by." I returned his smile, feeling a sense of ease wash over me in his presence. "Your paintings are incredible," I said, my words tumbling out in a rush. "They're so full of life and emotion." "That's me. Can I help you with something?" he replied, his voice gentle and inviting. I gestured towards the painting that had captured my heart. "I just wanted to say how much I admire your work. This painting, it's truly incredible," I stammered, my cheeks flushing with embarrassment. Gabriel's smile widened, and he nodded appreciatively. "Thank you. I'm glad you like it," he said, his eyes twinkling with pride. "Would you like to hear the story behind it?" he offered, gesturing for me to take a seat. As we talked, Gabriel shared stories of his artistic journey, tales of inspiration and creativity that had shaped his work over the years. With each word, I found myself drawn deeper into his world, captivated by the passion and dedication he poured into his art. I glanced at Olivia, who nodded eagerly, her eyes alight with curiosity. "Yes, please," I replied, my heart pounding with excitement. And with that, Gabriel began to weave his tale, a tale of passion, of love, and of the beauty that lies within us all. "It all started when I was a child," Gabriel began, his voice tinged with nostalgia. "I used to spend hours drawing and painting, lost in my little world." I listened intently, hanging on his every word as he described the joy he found in creating something beautiful from nothing. As our conversation continued, I found myself opening up to Gabriel in a way I hadn't expected. I shared my dreams and aspirations, my hopes for the future, and the role that art played in my life. And with each word, I felt a sense of kinship growing between us, a connection that transcended mere acquaintance. By the time our conversation came to an end, I felt as though I had known Gabriel for years. His warmth and kindness left a lasting impression on me, and I knew that his paintings would hold a special place in my heart for years to come. As I gazed at the painting before me, I couldn't help but feel a wave of emotion wash over me. It was as if the colors and shapes on the canvas were speaking directly to my soul, evoking feelings I couldn't quite put into words. Turning to Gabriel, I knew I had to express just how deeply his artwork had moved me. "This painting," I began, my voice filled with awe, "it's truly something special. The way you've captured the essence of emotion and brought it to life on canvas. It's truly remarkable." Gabriel's eyes lit up at my words, a flicker of pride dancing in their depths. "Thank you," he replied, his voice soft but full of warmth. "I'm glad you feel that way. This painting holds a special place in my heart." As our conversation continued, we delved deeper into the painting's meaning and symbolism, exploring the themes of love, loss, and redemption that seemed to flow through its every brushstroke. With each word, I found myself drawn further into Gabriel's world, captivated by the depth of thought and emotion that had gone into creating such a masterpiece. "It's not just about the paint on the canvas," Gabriel explained, his voice filled with passion. "It's about the stories and emotions behind each brushstroke, the journey of creation that brings the painting to life." I nodded in understanding, feeling a sense of reverence wash over me. "I can see that," I replied, my voice filled with admiration. "It's like each painting has a soul of its own, waiting to be discovered by those who truly understand." As our discussion turned to the practicalities of purchasing the painting, I couldn't help but feel a sense of nervous excitement fluttering in my chest. This was it, the moment I had been waiting for, the chance to bring a piece of Gabriel's art into my own home. But as we talked, I realized that buying a painting was about more than just exchanging money for goods. It was about forging a connection, a bond between artist and admirer that would last a lifetime. "I would love to have this painting in my home," I said, my voice filled with conviction. "It speaks to me in a way that no other artwork ever has." Gabriel smiled, a twinkle of understanding in his eyes. "I'm glad to hear that," he replied, his voice gentle but firm. "Let's talk about how we can make that happen." And with those words, our negotiation began, a dance of words and ideas that would ultimately lead to the fulfillment of my dreams. As the negotiation unfolded, I found myself grappling with conflicting emotions. On one hand, I was determined to stick to my budget and ensure that I wasn't overpaying for the painting. On the other hand, I couldn't shake the feeling that this artwork was truly worth every penny, a masterpiece that deserved to be cherished and celebrated. I understand that you have your budget, Gabriel said, his voice gentle but firm. But I want you to know that this painting is worth every cent. The craftsmanship, the quality of materials, it's all top-notch. You won't find another piece like it. I nodded, acknowledging his words but still hesitant to commit to a price that stretched beyond my means. I appreciate that, I replied, my voice tinged with uncertainty. But I need to be realistic about what I can afford. I want to support your work, Gabriel. I do. But I also need to make sure that I'm not putting myself in a difficult financial position. Gabriel nodded in understanding, his expression sympathetic but resolute. I hear what you're saying, he said, his tone reassuring, and I respect your decision. But I want you to know that this painting is an investment, not just in me as an artist, but in yourself as a collector. It's a piece that will bring you joy and inspiration for years to come. I paused, taking in his words and considering their implications. He had a point. This painting wasn't just a purchase, it was an investment in my happiness and well-being. And what about the painting's durability? I asked, shifting the conversation slightly. I want to make sure that it will stand the test of time, that it won't fade or deteriorate over the years. Gabriel smiled, a reassuring glint in his eye. You have nothing to worry about, he said confidently. I use only the highest quality materials in my work, ensuring that each piece is built to last. This painting is no exception. Feeling a sense of relief wash over me, I nodded in gratitude. That's good to hear, I said, a smile spreading across my face. I want to make sure that I'm investing in something that will bring me joy for years to come. Gabriel returned my smile, his eyes twinkling with warmth. You won't be disappointed, he assured me. This painting is a work of art, in every sense of the word. And with those words, our negotiation came to a close, leaving me with a sense of excitement and anticipation for the future. After much deliberation and heartfelt discussion, Gabriel and I finally resolved. We settled on a price that felt fair to both parties, one that reflected the true value of the painting, while also respecting my financial constraints. It was a compromise born out of mutual understanding and respect, a testament to the power of open communication and negotiation. As we finalized the details of the purchase, a sense of contentment washed over me. I knew that I was acquiring more than just a painting. I was bringing home a piece of art that resonated with my soul, a timeless treasure that would bring me joy for years to come. With a smile on my face and a heart full of gratitude, I handed over the payment to Gabriel, sealing the deal with a firm handshake. He reciprocated my gesture with a warm smile, a silent acknowledgement of the bond that had formed between us throughout our journey. As I walked away from Gabriel's booth, painting in hand, I couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and anticipation for the future. This painting was more than just a decoration for my apartment. It was a symbol of possibility, a reminder of the beauty that surrounded me. And so, with a newfound appreciation for art and the connections it fosters, I set off toward home, eager to begin the next chapter of my life with my newfound treasure by my side. The end? Here are 10 English words, phrases from the story, along with examples from the text and real-life usage to help English learners. 1. Admire. Example from the text. I just wanted to say how much I admire your work. Real-life usage. I admire the way she handled that difficult situation. 2. Captivating. Example from the text. Each painting seemed to tell a story, evoking a myriad of emotions within me. Real-life usage. The movie had a captivating storyline that kept the audience on the edge of their seats. 3. Kinship. Example from the text. By the time our conversation came to an end, I felt as though I had known Gabriel for years. Real-life usage. Despite growing up in different countries, they shared a deep sense of kinship. 4. Negotiation. Example from the text. And with those words, our negotiation came to a close. Real-life usage. The union and the management are in negotiations over pay increases. 5. Resolute. Example from the text. Gabriel nodded in understanding, his expression sympathetic but resolute. Real-life usage. Despite facing numerous obstacles, she remained resolute in achieving her goals. 6. Compromise. Example from the text. It was a compromise born out of mutual understanding and respect. Real-life usage. In any relationship, compromise is essential for maintaining harmony. 7. Deliberation. Example from the text. After much deliberation and heartfelt discussion, Gabriel and I finally resolved. Real-life usage. The committee's deliberation led to a decision that satisfied everyone. 8. Contentment. Example from the text. As we finalized the details of the purchase, a sense of contentment washed over me. Real-life usage. She found contentment in the simple pleasures of life. 9. Sealing the deal. Example from the text. With a smile on my face and a heart full of gratitude, I handed over the payment to Gabriel, sealing the deal with a firm handshake. Real-life usage. The CEO signed the contract, sealing the deal with their newest business partner. 10. Newfound example from the text. And so, with a newfound appreciation for art and the connections it fosters, I set off toward home. Real-life usage. After attending the workshop, she had a newfound confidence in her abilities. From the story, readers can learn several valuable lessons and insights. 1. Art is wonderful. The story shows how art can make people feel happy and inspired. When Isabella sees beautiful paintings, she feels excited and full of joy. 2. Follow your dreams. Gabriel, the artist, teaches us that it's important to do what you love. He talks about how he loved painting since he was a child, and now he's happy doing it as a job. 3. Making friends is nice. Isabella becomes friends with Gabriel. This shows that it's nice to make friends with people who share your interests. 4. Talking helps solve problems. Isabella and Gabriel talk about the painting's price and find a solution that works for both of them. This teaches us that talking to each other can solve problems. 5. Buying things you love. Isabella buys the painting because it makes her happy. This teaches us that it's okay to spend money on things that make us happy. 6. Creativity is beautiful. The story shows us that being creative and making beautiful things, like paintings, is wonderful. 7. Being thankful is important. Isabella thanks Gabriel for his painting. This shows that it's important to say thank you and appreciate when someone does something nice for you. In summary, the story teaches us to enjoy art, follow our passions, make friends, talk to solve problems, spend money on things that make us happy, appreciate creativity, and be thankful. The story seems to be written at a B1 English level. Here's why. 1. Vocabulary. The vocabulary used in the story is mostly within the range expected at the B1 level. There are some descriptive words and phrases that might be slightly more advanced, but they are generally understandable in context. 2. Grammar. The grammar is predominantly simple and straightforward, with the use of common verb, tenses, basic sentence structures, and conjunctions. There are occasional instances of more complex structures, but they are not overly frequent. 3. Sentence. Complexity. The sentences in the story vary in complexity, but tend to be relatively short and clear. There are some compound and complex sentences, but they are generally manageable for learners at the B1 level. 4. Coherence. The story maintains a clear and coherent narrative throughout, which helps facilitate understanding for learners at this level. Transitions between ideas are generally smooth, aiding comprehension. 5. Narrative complexity. While the story explores themes of friendship, art appreciation, and negotiation, the complexity of these themes is presented in a manner accessible to learners at the B1 level. The plot progression is straightforward, with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Overall, the story's vocabulary, grammar, sentence complexity, coherence, and narrative complexity align with what would be expected at a B1 English level, making it suitable for learners at this stage to understand and engage with. This story and voiceover have been provided by English Made Easy. Learn through stories. Copying or re-uploading is strictly prohibited.